Hello, everyone. Thanks for participating in this course. My name's Dr. Theo Knight-Jones. I'm a veterinary epidemiologist from the UK. My background initially in clinical practice, but then specializing in FMD in particular and epidemiology of transboundary diseases, working at the Royal Veterinary College and then Pirbright. And I've collaborated for quite a number of years now with EU FMD and assisted on these courses. It's interesting to see that we have participants from so many countries dealing with the same disease in so many different circumstances. Some of you in free countries, some of you in endemic countries, often needing different strategies to cope with the different problems, but with some key messages and things to keep in mind. One of the key things is this early response to FMD. It's fast-moving disease, so the faster you can respond to it, the faster you can identify it, and the faster you can then remove the infection, the exponentially greater benefit you have for your efforts. As an anecdote, I now work as the state veterinary officer in Jersey, which experienced FMD outbreak in '81, which is believed to have it blew over from northern France, and it had everything that was right in an early response, possibly because of the historical circumstances. The cows already had very few contacts with each other. They were led to water every day by the same milkmaid. She knew FMD well. She was French and had experienced it in France. So she knew straight away, as soon as the first cow showed some early signs, she contacted the veterinary authorities. They came, and she saw it in the afternoon. That evening, those cows, 6 cows, plus one, were culled and disposed of, and there was no more transmission. I think this had a stark contrast to the 2001 epidemic in the UK, where the virus arrived in the UK unknown to authorities and not reported by the initial farmer, and it's possibly in 40 to 60 farms before distributed around the country before the authorities even knew about, and the cost of the outbreak was in the billions. So I think the key message is this early response. Every farm you can remove that's infected, that you can block onward transmission, well, you're saving 3, 4, maybe many more onward infections, and some maybe go a very long way. A number of you have had questions about wildlife, and it's been interesting to see that. Then that all depends very much on our local circumstance and what we have locally. I hope you have managed to take on board these messages you've been learning through the course. And the key thing is, when you've done any course, is only 10–20% of learning is doing a course. The 80% plus is the actual doing. So you now need to go on and make sure that you don't just leave it all behind. You take on board what you have learned and put it into your plans and your day-to-day activities and really cement it in your practices and knowledge. Best of luck. Thank you.